So we're here with Officer Nathan Herbert of a municipal police department. He is a 5-year veteran of the school resource unit and many years of patrol prior to that. He's worked with teens exclusively and has a lot of experience dealing with crimes in the digital arena. And so we'd like to get some insights. Thanks for talking to us today, Nate. Appreciate it.
Sure.
Interesting. All right. So, and threats are similar in that regard.
Threats are similar, but they're specific.
Okay.
Wording is huge.
Yeah.
But if I tell you I'm going to do harm to you,
yeah,
specifically, or kill you, something to that effect, on any media,
yeah,
or in person,
yeah, right,
that is a threat.
That's a criminal offense.
Yes, it's a misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor.
Yep.
And so you're either going to write them a ticket or you're going to put them in handcuffs.
Correct.
And they're going to have to go to a judge.
Yes, or in the case of a minor,
yeah,
then they're going to be referred to juvenile division.
So are there any other strategies that you would recommend to, a 12-year-old who has a smartphone and is feeling like they're being kind of targeted or being harassed? They're feeling like they're kind of the focal point of some social aggression that they really can't handle on their own. What are some strategies?
To be quite honest, I give a lot of this advice to a lot of my parents, is cease social media for some time.
Shut it down for a while.
Yeah, there are definite applications that I wouldn't want my kids on.
Yeah.
Snapchat being one of them.
Okay. Which is huge. It's one of the most ubiquitous
it's absolutely
apps
huge.
out there.
And
everybody uses it.
Everybody uses it. Yeah.
So that's pretty hard. That's a pretty hard pill to swallow. Stop using Snapchat for a while.
Is. Yeah.
Would you say stop using it forever or just till things cool down?
I would say till things cool down.
Yeah.
And then try it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what about going back a little bit to social aggression? Can bystanders or the observers, the silent observers, what can they do to help mitigate or work with their peers who are either being socially aggressive or are being the targets of excessive social aggression?
It's very important for peers who notice that there's an issue to report it. In a school environment, typically that occurs first with the administrators. But outside school, parents need to be aware. And so kids need to tell their parents so that they can reach out to the other individuals' parents as well.
Do you think and this may be an awkward question for you because as an administrator, as a school resource officer, you kind of have an obligation to put out there that kids need to report to an adult.
Yes.
That's important. Mm-hmm. Because if you don't know about it, you can't do anything about it.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be really candid. My experience as a school resource officer and even as a parent is that sometimes adults make things worse. Have you experienced that? Or are you at liberty to admit that?
No, it's interesting you say that. A lot of kids are afraid of coming to adults because, yes, if they come to adult, they're quote unquote a snitch.
Right.
That's
especially if they come to the fuzz.
They're afraid of the label.
Yeah.
Because they know that if they do report it, then other kids are going to get talked to.
Right.
And they don't like to get caught in the middle of that.
Right.
Because that leads to them being harassed on social media.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what can a kid do? When is it absolutely imperative that a kid comes to an adult, and when can a kid handle it on their own?
Well, it's imperative when there are potential physical threats.
Okay. Actual physical violence.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
If it's a deal where it's overt harassment, you need to tell your friend, look, you need to say something to someone about this.
Yeah.
An adult,
yeah.
Whether it's a teacher, administrator, police officer, parent.
Yeah.
A lot of these things can be handled by parents.
Yeah.
Some it goes back to the old days, and it's the same is true today.
Yeah.
Where one set of parent just goes and address it with the other set of parents. Done deal.
Done deal.
Does
that still work?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, good to hear.
It still works just as it did 100 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so that's good. I like to hear that adults are actually doing something good. Now, in the instance where it's not immediate threat to physical safety, or it's not, something like a hate crime where you're tearing down somebody's core sense of self, but it's just that harassment, that locker room stuff that we were talking about, where it's not a hate crime, it's not physical violence, but how can kids handle that on their own?
Most of the time, yes.
How? What's a good strategy so that they de-escalate instead of escalate?
I mean, as far as the words themselves, shut it off.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to dive in and immerse yourself in all the mean things people say to you.
You don't have to respond to everything.
No.
Yeah.
If I decided to immerse myself in all the mean things someone said about me as an officer on their campus,
yeah,
I would have nothing else to do.
You'd be busy replying to...
And I would be miserable. So I choose to
You
not
mean you're
be
not the most
miserable.
popular guy on campus?
Well, if I don't upset someone, I'm probably not doing my job.
That's right.